This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so young Jeezy originally had Death Before Dishonor, and then they relabeled it BMF Freestyle because young Jeezy had Death Before Dishonor, and that's what the song was called when he had it before Ross. He had recorded the song before Ross, just hadn't put it out publicly, but it was known in the industry. Then Rick Ross got the same beat. I think Lex Luger made this beat. This is when Lex Luger was piping. Everybody was getting a Lex Luger beat. And, yeah, pause. But, yeah, you were getting a Lex Luger beat. And then Rick Ross came out with it, but shot the video and just put it out. And you could tell the label didn't shoot the video. They just shot it themselves, right? Which is, that's how you do it. The biggest mistake is... And I love Styles P. You know that. I've done a lot of work with Styles P. He just did not fit this song. Styles P almost ruined this song, to be honest with you. Jeezy would have been the natural fit for that verse, but they couldn't do it because they had a beef now. Rick Ross just put it out and then added Styles P to it for the video, and they had a beef over this. Now, originally, Big Meech didn't really approve of this. He wanted money. He was not down with he was like, oh, he wasn't down with the fam. He shouldn't be benefiting from it. But then Meech is easily swayed, okay? We've heard Blue Da Vinci and others talk about how Big Meech is easily swayed into, like, all of a sudden he's a Crip. All of a sudden he's this. Even though Big Meech and his brother were very smart about how to transport and put people together, they grew too big. And I think Big Meech at one point just didn't really know who he was, like he was a shapeshifter. When Southwest T was more about being who he was from Detroit, even though he had his ways too. He was cutting the work, all this other stuff, right? Big Meech is, the whole BMF thing is just there's probably 20 different stories within the BMF thing by itself. It's just from the drivers alone. Sosa, what's the other guy that wore the pink shirt on Vlad? I liked his interviews, too, because he was very well thought out. I'm going to watch his documentary, actually, tonight. I didn't even know he had a documentary out. There's so many stories. Even Blue Da Vinci has an interesting story, how he became a rapper under BMF. And I often saw that Big Meech wasn't... Even though he'd get a lot of songs and stuff done with Blue Da Vinci, he didn't put Blue Da Vinci ahead of everybody like he should have. He was Big Meech was kind of like a groupie at the same time, hanging out with artists. He propped up young Jeezy and Fabulous almost more than he did Blue Da Vinci, which didn't make any sense to me. It was almost like Blue Da Vinci was an afterthought, almost like a tool to meet other artists. Like, I got an artist. He's Blue Da Vinci, and then he'd start hanging out with that artist and doing more for that artist than he's doing for his actual artist. It made no sense, This is probably why Gucci Mane wanted to get down with BMF, but it was a blessing he never signed, right? Anyways, that's the real story behind the BMF song. It was originally Jeezy's song. Rick Ross took it and ran with it and made it his own. That happens a lot in the music business. That happens a lot. And that resulted in a beef where, Rick Ross got his chains taken. He got messed up outside the BET Awards. But, Rick Ross takes a lot of L's, but always ends up somehow with a W. Let's be honest, okay? Melyssa Ford. She doubles down on this Drake. I would, too. Drake mentioned you in a song. Do your thing. She says, what he said, let's heat the summer up. Yeah, embrace that, Melyssa Ford. You deserve that. All right, so then we got Wendy Williams. She was caught in the Miami airport. I guess she was granted permission to go see her father. She has this guardianship battle. This can happen to anybody. A bank can assume that your funds aren't being spent properly by family members, and they can put you on guardianship to protect your assets. But really, it's also putting you in a position where you don't have control of your own life anymore. Wendy Williams has been through a lot of stuff. She's destroyed herself with alcohol and other stuff. So, Jay-Z wants his revenge. Jay-Z wants $20 million from Busby. He says that this whole case made him make impossible choices. Like, you know, am I going to go support my daughter, or do I have to hide from the public? He says he lost brand deals. He's going to win this. This guy Busby screwed. He didn't have a good case. It's over, bro. Asian Doll is mad that Cash Doll called her out and said that she's not a real doll. Cash Doll's the original doll, right? Stupid thing to fight about, but Cash Doll's back making music. So Asian Doll says that she's trying to use the dolls to cover up the truth. This is why her career ain't do anything, because you literally snitched on your own manager. The guy was pimping you and wrote a statement pages long saying that he had drugs on him. He want to play these games. Oh, she want to play these games so nobody will talk about the real what's going on. Let's see. You played a role like you was snitched on your own team. Well, they also had her in a horrible contract where she could never get out. So Asian Doll doesn't know what she's talking about. And Asian Doll, nobody knows you. They know you because of King Von. And when King Von passed, and you said King Von got back together you after he passed in the afterlife. You need to go and talk to somebody. Asian Doll's crazy, and she thinks she actually has a rap career. You're not even a rapper. Gucci Mane dropped you in 2 seconds. Cash Doll's more of a rapper than Asian Doll will ever be. T-Pain says that these are just leftover songs from Party Next Door and Drake. But they're good. He says they're good, but they're leftovers. Even if they are, I think that's a good tactic. You don't put too much work in. You throw it out, see what it does. If you guys think Drake is over, he's not. Is Kendrick is Kendrick getting his just due now? Yeah. Is Drake over? No. Is this a humbling experience for Drake? Absolutely. But it's a good experience. You know why? It gets rid of all the fake people. Sometimes you got to do that. You got to get rid of all the fake people, man. Then we got, let's see, Kim Kardashian claps back at people saying she's trying to act like she wants to be Bianca Censori so bad. She already was with Kanye, and she could have had him back. I don't love Kim Kardashian. I don't think she's the best person in the world, but Kanye is definitely trying to make Bianca Censori like Kim. I mean, that's the obvious thing, right? Come on. Look what she looked like before. Come on. Stop it. Stop. Anyways, guys, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.